Hi, welcome to episode 8 of Drawing with All the Senses, and this week we're going to talk about light and shadow. There's an Italian word, chiaroscuro, which literally translates into light and shadow, and it was invented or developed by the Renaissance painters who were looking to sculpt realistic lighting sources and to round out or soften shapes using darkness and light and shadow, looking where highlights are, looking where the shadows are, and the relationship between light and dark. Not outlines, but really how things can be called into the foreground and the background by sculpting with light and dark. So this week that's what we're going to explore, and we're going to develop that over the next week or so into concepts of shading and technique to help our drawings look a little more realistic in the sense of light and shadow. I'm going to flash in front of you several different images that I want you to draw. I'm not going to hold each image for any length of time, just long enough so that you can see it, and then pause the video so that you can render what you see on the video. What I'm going to ask you to do is for each image, create a rectangle and fill it, before you do any drawing, just fill it, cover the whole rectangle with graphite, 4B or 6B. Just make it as black as you can. And then using a kneadable eraser that you can sculpt into a point, like a pencil point, I want you to actually draw with the eraser. Not drawing the outlines, but dabbing out, pulling out the light as you see it. And then pushing and pulling dark and light and gray so that you kind of sculpt with graphite or pencil an image that looks like it has dimensional depth. It's going to be a little bit of a challenge for you, but I think it's a really worthwhile one, and you should have a lot of fun with it. It might get messy, just fair warning. Light and dark is such a deeply important image or idea in our culture. If you look at the book of Genesis, right in the first 2 paragraphs, it addresses the mystery of light and dark. If you look at the idea of the yin and the yang symbol, again, it's deeply connected with this idea of the interconnectedness of the light and the dark. And so light and dark is also a deeply philosophical mystery. So when we're dealing with light and dark with drawing in graphite, I do encourage you to sort of tap into that deeper mystery and look into that darkness and begin to pull the light out rather than outlining and trying to objectify what you see. And I think that process and that journey alone is very beneficial to someone who is trying to learn how to draw with all the senses. All right, have fun with it. I'll see you on the other side. Okay, so again, that's what I want you to do, is to look at those images, freeze them for as long as it takes, fill out each rectangle with graphite, and then pull out the scene that you see with the kneadable eraser. Post it to your website, and we'll talk about it there. We'll see you next time. Thanks.